Okay, so this is the start of Revelations Lunatic negative 100% growth. If you came from like Birthright and Conquest, yeah, I'm obviously saving the best for last. If this is your first thing of watching from me, I'm not really sure why you're watching the Revelations one first. Didn't the game also tell you to not start Revelations first? I'm just saying. So, in terms of what's going on in this map, I obviously just dumb luck, and it's mostly because my units are just so weak. I decided to just use the current I use in Birthright and Conquest because, like, the thing is that because of just how low current stats are normally and getting losing stats every level up, it's not gonna make too much of a difference if I replay the game. Because my current is only like level 6 at the start of the map. It's not like that high compared to like most currents at this point in the game. So I decided to just go with it, you know, just get the RNG because this is a very short map. It really doesn't like bother me of like resetting, and I got this pretty quickly, so it wasn't that bad as it seemed. And all you do is just kill the two bosses, and that's just the map. And yeah, so now we're in chapter 7. This is gonna be a common trend where I am just gonna speed up all the gameplay because honestly the gameplay is not interesting enough to warrant watching for like 10 minutes, and obviously I don't want to bore you. I just and also it's easier for me because I don't have to talk as much because thing is there isn't too much to talk about in this map. It's just you going into rooms and then enemies just popping up and then you killing those enemies. And the annoying thing is that you have to use one of your units to move into the room. So you already used up that unit's turn, and obviously you want to kill, you want to, you know, manage your units so that they don't get obliterated when they go into a room and then die on enemy face. So it's annoying there. But the general strategy is to just rotate between Jakob and Current. Jakob is not that strong, but I would prefer if he wasn't as weak. So I do want to feed a lot of kills to Current, and the hit rates are not the best, but the thing is that like I still do a lot of damage, and it is still pretty early in the map when I was doing those. And the good thing about feeding Current is that when Current levels up, like she already has 0 magic, so her dragon stone damage would still stay the same. So it's consistent. Like the strategy is consistent at least, mostly because she has no magic. So there we go. Yeah, but mostly there's a lot of improvising in this map. Because so for example here, I crit the Owner Savage, so I took advantage of that because I damaged the Spearmaster there. Because now Corrin can kill the Owner Savage, and because of Shield Gauge, she would not die from the Spearmaster, and because of the chip I did from Jakob, she would kill the Spearmaster. And that's just really small micromanagements that I do throughout this map. Because like I said, there's gonna be like a good amount of RNG involved, mostly because just how my units are pathetic, and obviously because you're weaker, you're gonna take more to kill, and when there's RNG in all of those hits, so you might miss, you might crit. It's just a lot of things to take account of. Well, actually, I'm exaggerating. It's not too much, but it is annoying if I miss or you know just not hit because that's a reset because my current sucks. But obviously the most important thing is just take advantage of like Shield Gauge because that's a free hit, and if you get a free hit, then Corrin will be able to get a free Dragon Stone hit off, and yeah. So. And there's also a chest. I decided to go this way because if you go this way, then you fight less enemies while getting all the chests compared to the other side. There's only 2 branching paths. Like there's a lot of like other paths you can take, but they lead to nothing. So there's only 2, which is like, okay, thank you for wasting my time, game. That's very appreciated. But it makes routing much easier since I could go this route instead of the other route. There you go. I'm very smart. So here we're gonna be coming across Gunther, and Gunther is not very good, but he's better than what we have right now, so he'll work. He still has good enough defense for this map to tank stuff. But yeah, unfortunate thing is that Gunther he can't get support, so that means that Coin can't give support skill to him, and he can't be. I mean, he can still like reclass and stuff, but it's very disappointing because it's like the twist is that Gunther is a bad guy, so. I guess I actually don't understand. It's like Gunther's a bad guy, so at some point you will fight him. So for them it's like, okay, let's cut off support, so it's not a big deal if he leaves, but he comes back after the chapter, so it's like you're just making Gunther bad for no reason. It's like he leaves and then he comes back. What is it like? His supports would fuck up if like Corrin fought him. Like Corrin gives him like +2 attack when she's next to him. I don't know. It's very questionable. But despite that. Thing is that you might think, oh, now I can just use Gunther, but the thing is that unlike the other 2 ones I've done, this is actually the first time ever where I had to restrict a unit from getting EXP. I know it's kind of crazy, but in a run where every time you level up you lose stats, this is the one moment where I can't use a unit too much But the reason why is just because I plan on doing a specific boss kill in chapter 9, and Gunther can't be too OLO for that, otherwise it's impossible. And if you have seen like the normal negative growth run for Revelations, you would know that in chapter 9 that guy took like 18 minutes to go through, and I don't think I want to go through that either. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go a very different strategy for that. And in order to do that, that would require Gunther not getting much EXP. And it's okay, because the thing is that Gunther can't even kill the boss, because he does very bad damage. The Berserker can just crit him and kill him. So you might think that, okay, so what the fuck am I going to do? And the very simple answer is, well, actually, let me get to the boss first. I'm talking too far ahead right now. I'm still clearing these enemies. Yeah, okay, so the very simple solution here is that if I can't just use my strongest unit, or then what if I just, like, you know, use the unit, my weakest unit, Curran. Because the thing is, despite Curran being getting obliterated by the boss, Curran can still do good damage with the Dragonstone because it's magic based and Berserkers don't have much magic. And obviously I don't want to use Curran to attack the Berserker, so I use Dual Strike. So when Jakob attacks, well, he does no damage, but Curran would do damage with her Dual Strike. So that's the gist. I just go through this, and the annoying part is that Jakob has to hit, like, Curran has to hit twice with her Dual Strike in order to make any meaningful progress in turns. So if she misses one, well, the fourth heals it back up, so it gets really annoying. And at some point, I'm just like, fuck it, and I just attack the Berserker when he's a bit low on HP, because the thing is that, like, the chances of just killing the boss like this are extremely low, and I got really lucky in this run. And I didn't want to plan on work. I would rather take like the 74 hits than sitting here for like 999 turns. So yeah, but this is, I guess this is one way to kill the boss, you know, just hoping that Curran keeps on hitting with her Dragonstone. And there we go, the boss is dead now. And now Jakob will go get the last chest. And the good thing about Revelations is that there's a thing called Revelation AI. Well, I coined that, that's my term. Revelation AI, where the enemies will do absolutely nothing unless you get into the range, which is very good for me. So yeah, that's the end of the map.